had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay, and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. Just wanted to talk a little bit about low-end guitars. And by low-end, I mean guitars that cost down less than $200. Some people always wonder, you know, can you get a good guitar down in that price range? And the answer is yes, you can. It's a little bit different than shopping for higher-end guitars and things like that, but I just want to mention that you can get them and some things to look out for when you're shopping for a low-cost guitar, especially if it's your first guitar, as you're trying to learn how to play. This is a very low-cost guitar, and it happens to be one of my favorite guitars I have. It's an Epiphone Pr-100, and it costs $99 most places around the internet. It's a nice guitar. It's made in China, in Epiphone's factory over there, and it's got great colors and finish. It looks like the famous Beatle acoustic guitar, which was a Gibson that the Beatles played, but the Epiphone makes clones of them nowadays, and the Epiphone is actually the John Lennon signature model, and this is even lower end version, but has the same kind of colorings and shape to it. So I bought this guitar actually while I was traveling in China a few years ago, and stopped by a little music shop in Shanghai, and they happened to have this one, and I didn't have a Beatle guitar, and so I grabbed one and brought it home with me. I'm really glad I did. Nicely made guitar nowadays. The guitars made in China, made in Korea, made overseas in various places. They're usually all machine made, and it's not as nice as a handmade, you know, top end guitar, but with the machine made guitars nowadays, they come out a lot better quality than they used to back when I was young. And really it's a matter of just playing some of them, because although they're not all perfect and these low cost ones do have defects, they do make a lot of good ones. And so if you play several of them, play a few, you'll usually find one that's made pretty well. And that was the case with this little guitar here. It's got a nice fretboard, it's got good accent, and it's got a good sound to it, very good sound. It's a dreadnought shaped guitar, so it's got a big loud volume to it. And nice rosewood fretboard. It's got nice binding around it, beautiful colors. It's got a walnut style type of body. And usually these guitars are made of laminated rather than solid wood, but there's nothing wrong with that. You can still get a very good sound. And sometimes the laminated ones are even more lightweight than the more expensive guitars that are solid wood. Now, one thing you do want to watch is make sure you get good tuners. Okay, some of the cheaper guitars have some fairly flimsy tuners, and you'll be able to tell by just looking at them and playing with them a little bit that they're kind of flimsy and easy to bend and stuff. Make sure you get a solid set of tuners with it, like this one has. And then you want to look at a few things about the guitar. It should be, even if it's low cost, should have a good finish and good fit all the way around. There shouldn't be any cracks or any small gaps in it around the neck or anything. If you look inside the sound hole, you'll see the glue and the joints and how they built it. And And usually this one's very, very clean inside, no extra glue, no sloppy work. And then you also want to, like with any guitar, but especially these cheaper ones, you want to look down the neck, make sure it's not bent or warped. I usually look down both sides like this, and make sure the strings are going straight down the neck. And if it looks all right all over, like this one does, then the second step is to give it a strum. And a lot of these low-end guitars have a pretty lousy strings on them. That's one of the ways they save money, is they get some cheapo strings on there. So if you think it plays pretty well, then I'd go ahead and change the strings and try it with some new strings on it. And that makes all the difference in the world. As I told you in my string video, a whole lot of the sound of a guitar comes from the quality of the strings that are on it. So if you put on some nice new strings, like I just put on this one, you'll be able to really hear how the guitar sounds. And a lot of times these lower end jobs are a little bit better for strumming than for, say, fingerstyle picking, but usually they can do a little of both. And this one here is a nice loud strummer, perfect for doing Beatles songs. So that's why it's my official Beatle guitar for $99. So don't be afraid to buy a low-end guitar if you can find a good one. It takes a little looking and a little playing sometimes, and a little string changing and a few other things to make sure you got a good one. But if you do, they're well worth it. You can go ahead and grab it and feel good about bringing it with you and playing it just about anywhere. Have fun with that one.